here for round 3, Asian Le Mans Series in Dubai. So we've done the first 2 rounds already in Sepang, here with Anthony, again same as Sepang, and we've got Martin Conrad this weekend instead of Steve, because Steve couldn't do this round in next week in Dubai, Abu Dhabi even, sorry. So we're out here for the next 11 days. We've got round 3 this weekend and we've got 4 and 5 next weekend in Abu Dhabi. So looking forward to it, should be a good weekend. We've only got 1 race this weekend, as opposed in Sepang we had 2, and in Abu Dhabi next week we'll have 2. So we've got less opportunity to make it count, but we'll see what we can do. So as we're in Dubai, this is a flyaway race, so a bit different to all the normal ones in Europe. So all the stuff comes in those GetSpeed containers you can see there. So you'll have all the car, tyres, tents, the data station over there, and all the pit garage stuff we need. So that obviously all comes out of the container, and then we pop these tents up, get all the tyres out of the container. This race is a bit different because we're not allowed tyre warmers. So normally in a European race we have tyre warmers that are heated to about 80 degrees, and they keep the tyres ready warm so you can go out the pits and straight away you're on it. Whereas this weekend it's more economical, is the thought process behind it. So we're not allowed tyre warmers, so straight out cold tyres, see what you can do. And then over here, we've got the fridge for all the drinks all the drivers need in the race. We've got the water bottles for the actual car in the bottom of the fridge there. And then all over here, this is the data station. So in the race, you'll get a live feed from the car and all the, what's the word? And all the live data from the car will go straight up on those screens. So if you've got any problems in the race, you can always detect it easy on those screens, and the engineer will radio you, telling you the problem, if we need to box or if there's anything you can do while you're out in the car. And then down here, we have all the mechanics working down here on the cars. They'll be working on the cars all weekend. And then, as you can see, we've got Fabi and Anthony who are in the other car now. They're just about to do some driver change practice. So just jumping in and out of the car, practicing for the pit stops. And then bang, into the pit lane. We've got the fuel rigs here. So in the pit stops, when you see the cars coming in, they will be using these fuel rigs straight onto the car, and they will put in about 10 litres of, they'll be putting in about 100 litres of fuel into the car in the pit stop for the whole duration of the hour. So you burn about 100 litres of fuel in the hour of driving. What else can I say?
Walker Racing ASMR.
Walking into our driver's lounge now. And I've walked in the wrong one. Walking into our driver's lounge now, not that one over there. So this is where all the drivers will sit, get ready, have our debriefs, and then we'll have all our food and drinks. So this is for all week, all the drinks and all the food over here. Then yeah, so we'll have breakfast, lunch, dinner all here. And after the sessions we have our debriefs in here. And we'll have any meetings as well in here. Up here you've got the screen there where we'll show all the data. So we're all ready for the weekend up here. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Heading down the main straight now into turn 1, we brake roughly just after the 100 metre board, go down to second gear here, try and keep it tight all the way to the right, cut across this left curb to really open up this fast right here. It's nearly flat out, just a little lift to keep the car safe on the exit, bit of curb, and we bring it back, fully cut this left curb as straight for braking as we can into here, up on the right, and it's really about control here in the middle of the corner because it's a long tight double right. Back on the power, little short stretch down here into quite a fast banked left-hand corner. So it'll just be a little dab on the brake, coast the car through and prepare the exit for the long straight coming up. We'll reach a top speed of about 260 k's at the end of this straight. So it's very important to get a really good exit there from that bank left. All the way down this straight, braking at about 150 metre board soon. Bang on the brakes. We'll go all the way down to first gear here. You want to try and keep it in the middle all the way over because we're back into another tight left. Be a little lift and up on the curb. Don't run too wide on the exit, they're very strict on track limits. back across to the left, second gear hairpin, another long straight after it, so it's really important to get a good exit and use as much of the track as you possibly can. Down the long straight now, we're going to come into another tight section as we go into the last sector of the track. Little kink left here before braking, use all the track on the entry. And then into this tight left, come out of it all the way to the left for this little flat right over the curb. Into the last corner, braking just before the 50 board, down to second gear. I'm going to try and get as close to the curb on the way out and use all the road on the way out. I said on the way out so many times now.
Day 1 done here in Dubai, 2 unofficial practice days today. We showed good pace in both sessions, just getting used to this track, because first time for me myself coming here. The other 2 did the Dubai 24 hours last week, so they're up to speed with it here. And yeah, we had a good day learning the track and feeling ready for tomorrow. We got more testing tomorrow, and then Saturday Martin will be doing the qualifying, and then the Sunday we have the race. Just 1 4-hour race. Pace is good, so we'll see what we can do.
That's what I've got to put up with.
That's not me.
That's what I've got to put up with all year. All last year and this year.
But it's all right for you to do it.
Mate, I'm renting my own room.
Get away.
Day 2 in Sepang here. Oh, not in Sepang. Day 2 here in Dubai. We've got 1 unofficial session and then 1 official session today. Yeah, some more testing. Martin will be doing some qualifying runs, and today's the day where we do more race running, preparing for the race on high fuel loads and destroyed tyres. So yeah, should be a good day today, hopefully. See what comes of it.
So I'm Lewis. I'm here to help Aaron this weekend, and also the other guys in the car. Bit of driver coaching, bit of data. Aaron, I've worked with him since a year now, so really enjoy working with him. He's always enthusiastic, always looking to improve. So this is a new track for us, for Aaron. So we'll be going through a lot of data, a lot of video, and hoping to just chip away at session by session. So shortly, in about an hour and a half, we'll go through into the first free practice, and then Aaron will cycle through his things he needs to do and what the engineers are looking to get from Aaron, whether it'll be feedback for the car or just in general improvements from himself. So when we go through that and go into the next session, then hopefully we'll get a good insight to see where we are, where we need to work on, and what's expected for the weekend.
Okay. Ain't nothing between us, vacation on Venus. I mean it, I'm someone you ain't okay. I feel like I'm Jordan when I turn the mic on a dangerous cycle. I make you a rival, I pray for the title. We making the finals, I pray we don't spiral, I pray we don't.
Back down the main straight here. This is the second day, so we're getting more towards the race action. As the week progressed, we had the track conditions were constantly changing. Because this track is basically just in the middle of a desert, it meant that there was constantly wind blowing sand onto the track. So you can see through certain corners we're struggling a lot with the grip, especially when the sand's been blown all over the track. So in the mornings it was always really difficult. You can see there was a little snap there.
different track conditions. Winds change quite significantly, so the car looks a lot different in comparison to yesterday. So whether it's something we need to do within the car to change it, or let's say help it, we'll get a look.
Driving test. We've got one session left today on Friday here in Dubai of practice, so we now go into official practice. It's got a little bit noisy now because everyone's starting to warm up now for FP1, and then we'll have the final FP session tomorrow. These are the official sessions. So in this session we're going to be doing a bit of like a race simulation. So Martin will start as if it was hour 1 and hour 2 of the race, and then Anthony will go second as if he's doing the 3rd hour, and then I'll go last as if I'm doing the last hour. And we'll base this each off a tyre mileage to match the fuel. So for me, I will do the end of a stint, so we'll be high tyre mileage but low fuel. Anthony will be in the middle of that, and then for Martin it will be new tyres but really high fuel load, as if it was the start of the race.
You could generally start off a car with the rest coming out of it. Everyone moans about me, but everyone does the same. Is that your no? You wear somewhere to your own sleep. Farting and going. He was snoring his box off last week. It was completely funny.
Quali day today here, Saturday in Dubai. At the moment you might be able to hear we've got cars on track. That's because it's the final practice session before we go into quali. Martin right now is on track doing a quali sim, and then we've got more race run preparation for myself and Anthony. So hopefully by the end of the day we'll have our grid position for tomorrow and be at the front hopefully.
We are at the moment P5 at the moment. We had a few wobbly laps, we had a good first lap, we've had a couple of steady laps, but now this lap's a lot better.
Look at it, it's still curious.
Where are we, Aaron?
We are in Dubai, what's it called? Palm Jubilee or something. No, that's the Queen, isn't it? Palm Jeremiah.
Start that one again, mate.
Palm Jeremiah or something, and Lewis is too busy looking at fishes.
That stingray's having a head on with that shark though, so it should be smooth.
Whoa! Man, that's weird.
That is weird.
He's way too close, like. He's a back off a little
He's
bit.
proper genius, this man. He wants you. Yeah.
It's like however many days.
Race day here in Dubai. We've got, you can hear the cars warming up now. We've got about an hour until the race starts. The first 2 hours are going to be done by Martin, who's doing a double stint, which is where you do 2 hours in the race. And then we'll have Anthony in for an hour, and then I'll finish off doing the last hour. Race starts at about 1 and we'll finish at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Should be a good one. Let's see what happens. Yeah, brilliant.
I'm really looking forward to it. On a set of lovely new Michelin tyres.
It'll be really loud. You know, like the ASMR videos you see, where they're like munching food going.
You're disgusting.
We'll have them in the video. It'll look great. Can we go to the grid? We are on the grid waiting for the race start now. So at the end of the race on a Sunday, unfortunately we had to retire after I did 3 laps in my stint. At the start there was a bit of a pile up, I think an LMP2 car spun, and then there was loads of cars on site that had nowhere to go. And we unfortunately just clipped one of them with our right front corner, which then meant that we lost a bit of bodywork damage and a bit of aero performance from the front right. But it also It also broke one of the front splitter stays, which holds the splitter to the bumper. So we only had 3 remaining during the next 4 hours of the race, and as the race progressed, we ended up losing another splitter. And this meant there was a big vibration like that down the straight. So yeah, it wasn't very comfortable to drive with and was also a risk. And at that time, we were losing about roughly a second a lap from the aero performance. I think we were roughly 20 k's down in turn 3, which is a really fast right-hander. So we had a big performance loss, and also it was a safety risk at the end of the front splitter completely coming off and going under the front wheels, which obviously would have caused a big crash. So unfortunately we had to retire from P3 in the race, I think it was at that point. But yeah, it was an unfortunate end to a good weekend.
If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe, and comment down below if you want an ASMR channel.